Hi everyone, welcome to Stay Creative Week 4. I am Miss Casita, and this week we're going to be working on books of time. That's right, we're going to be making pop-up books that have to do with the past, the present, and the future. And to help us out this week, I have Larry the Lizard here. Hello, Larry. Larry's very interested in space and time travel, which we're going to be doing in just a second. And on your first page, we're going to work on your title page in your book of time. And this title page is really important because it's going to think about names and your own name and what it means to you. And so we're going to learn about pop-ups and how they operate so that you'll be able to use these techniques in making cards or your own books with your own pop-ups and your own ideas. So we're going to get started, and I'm going to jump in my time and space machine, which, as you can tell, has been not working very well lately because I'm all pixelated and I've been caught in the past and the future. And so I'm not all here, but maybe through the week we can make it better so that I'm fully present. But let's hop in the space-time machine and I will meet you out at the Mexican American Cultural Center. Ready, Larry? I think he's ready. Let's go so we can start our books of time. Well, traveling through time is so awesome, but sometimes when I get where I'm going, I don't have everything that I left with. For example, I haven't seen Larry. Have you seen him? Larry, Larry, oh, Larry. Oh, here he is. Larry made it. He says he just got lost in the time machine. He was sitting on the dashboard and he got a little scared, so he hid in the glove compartment while we were traveling. So we're here at the front of the ESB-MACC Mexican American Cultural Center, which is a long name. And I wanted to come for just that reason, because we're talking about names. And names are really important. They help us to know who, what, when, and where, and why things are. They tell us where we've been and where we're going. But while names can be helpful, they can also cause pain. Have you ever called someone a name and saw what it did to them? Have you ever been called a name? How did that feel? So names have power because we give them power. They're really just letters and words, but when we put them together and we use them in certain circumstances, they can be painful or they can make us happy. For example, we name things for people, places, and things that we celebrate, and also those that we are afraid of. At the Barrientos Mexican American Cultural Center, the name of the building says a lot about what we do and who we value. Barrientos, our namesake, was a Mexican-American activist who fought to get a place for a community to learn about their cultural heritage and arts. And the words Mexican-American show who the center focuses on and who we teach about. Mexican-Americans are people of Mexican descent who are from or who live in the United States. You may also hear them referred to as Chicano or Chicanx or Chicana, or even Tejano if they're from Texas. We are a cultural center, which means that we work to promote cultural heritage of those that we serve, including those in the Latino community and Mexican Americans, and also about their past and their present, and also where they're going, their future. So now that we've learned a little bit about names and naming, let's get started with our activity for today. I'm going to use my trusty time and space machine to hop over back into the art studio to show you what we're going to be doing. Okay, everyone, let's get started with our pop-up card. And this is the first piece of our Libros del Tiempo. And as you can see here on the table, I have all of my supplies. I have markers, color pencils, and crayons. You can use whatever you like to decorate with. I also have some things here, tissue paper, pom-poms, googly eyes, and some glitter that I can decorate with, but they're not necessary today. I also have some glue, a glue stick here, and also liquid glue, so you can think about it. Just remember that if you use liquid glue, it's going to take more time to dry. And then I have a variety of paper. I have paper saved, and you can use any kind of paper you like. You could use newspaper or magazines. I
I have a collection of different kinds of paper, and then I have cardstock. So this is that heavier paper that you have in your supply kit. And then I have copy paper and construction paper for decoration. So I'm just gonna move everything to the side. And what I'm gonna start with is a piece of this cardstock paper. And this is gonna be the first page in our book. And the book is gonna be, start with a title page with our name on it. And it's also gonna have the check-ins for every day so that we can draw or write our check-ins when we start class. And you can also put other information. So the first thing you're gonna do, you can lay it flat, and then you're just gonna fold it so that the short ends meet. And once you do that, just make a good crease in it. I like to use the back of my fingernail here to do that. So here we have a folded piece of paper, pretty simple. And then we're gonna open it up. And this crease is gonna be very important every day for us when we're doing our pop-up cards. The crease is a dividing line and a center line for us. So then I'm gonna decide what I wanna put on here is my name, Miss Casita. And so I want pick a piece of paper that I can cut and write my name on. So I'm feeling happy today, so I think I'm gonna use yellow because yellow kind of makes me happy. And I have this scrap paper here that we're gonna use. And I'm just gonna cut a piece of the paper, and it doesn't have to be very big. You can see here kind of the length I'm gonna have. And this can depend on how much paper you have, how big your name is, maybe of how big you wanna make it. So that's about good there. And then I'm gonna fold it just like I folded the other paper. So we have a rectangle, and then we're gonna fold it so the short ends meet. Now I wanna just trim this end here so that it's equal. You can see that, okay? And then what I'm gonna do to the ends, the open ends here, is I'm gonna just fold them over really short. Have a fold there. Not too big, but this is what's going to attach to your cardstock paper. Once you have it folded over like that, you can see the fold there on both sides. Open it back up, and you're just going to cut a little diagonal cut on the ends, like that. And so when you open it up, you're going to have this long piece of paper with folds on the ends and the angled cuts. So what you did is you folded it in half, you folded the end over, you folded this back, and then you cut off at an angle just the very ends. So what's gonna happen is that these two ends are gonna be what sticks to your paper. See, and then it's gonna fold in like this. And so your fold opens, and then it's gonna open like that, okay? So now what I wanna do is to decorate this right here. And what I'm going to put on it, since it's our title page, you could put on just your name, or you could also put on Libros del Tiempo, books of time, so we know what we're dealing with. So I'm just going to grab a marker here, and I'm going to write my name, Miss Casita. And you can use the center line as kind of a dividing line for you, so you can see where the center is if you want everything to be centered. And then maybe I'm going to embellish it a little bit. You can decorate it how you like during the time that you have. So what we want to do is to fold it in like this now, and then we paste it on like this side. So you're gonna reverse your paper. So now that the name is on the inside, I'm gonna glue that side down. Glue it down. And then I'm gonna glue the other side down. then when we open it, we're going to have a pop-up. Okay, so now we have it glued on. And what I want you to do is to think about this in 4 squares. So we have the first line here. We have a line down the middle, and so we have 2 pieces here. But then we imagine also there's a line through here. So we have 4 different places. And so every corner is going to be a check-in. So we can put up here, let's see, day 1, day 2, day 3, and day 4. And then every day when you check in the morning, so that's what you're going to do in a minute, you can be sure to write in or draw a picture of your check-in. So one of the first things is about your name. Like, where did you get your name? Is it a family name? Where did it come from? So maybe you want to draw it in here and think about if your parents have told you where your name comes from. Maybe you can draw a picture about that story. Maybe you can talk about how you got a nickname, and then you're just going to check in for the day 1. I think I'm going to draw a little line under here. My name is Casita is a nickname that was given to me by my friends in Mexico. And so Casita in Spanish means little house. So I have a sign that I always do for the little house. So I'm going to draw the little house here. And this is a style of house that you find oftentimes in New Mexico, where I go to school. And so we're going to do it like that. Put a little window. And you can use colored pencils. You can use a regular pencil. You can just write the story maybe, or a little poem about your name. Just whatever you like. Okay, and then you can also add more decoration. So here's my check-in for day 1. Here's my name and my title of my book. And I think I really like glitter. So I think I'm gonna see if I can do a little bit of a glitter path here. A little bit of sparkly glitter on this side and this side of my work. And I think I'm going to use this different color glitter here. If you're using glitter, just be very careful. Don't get it under your eyes. It can be really harmful. And also you want to do is to be sure to save the glitter so you have it for another day. And the way that you can do that is to get a blank piece of paper here. And once you've got all that you want covered, put in there, and then you have the extra glitter that you can save for later. Okay, that's not quite enough for me, so I think I will keep decorating, but that's a way to start. Okay, so make your title page, and then tomorrow we're going to be working on the past, and we're going to do a pop-up family tree. So if you can tonight, go home and ask your parents about where your family's from and who your grandparents are, or any other information you might want to include in that family tree. Maybe you want to put some pets in there, and that's all.
Well, I hope that you had fun making your own name pop-up for your book of time. I look forward to seeing them in class. And I just want you to remember from here on out, when you see a name, try to think about where it comes from and what it means and what kind of power it has. And if you can maybe think about that power a little bit differently in the future. But the future is going to have to wait, because I'm on my way back to the past. So tomorrow you're going to see me in the past, and we're going to talk about where we've come from. And so if you hang on tight and you strap in, you can go with me in my space-time machine.